All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon to our gorgeous people of the press. Before anything else, my name is Randy Swanity. I just want to say good afternoon and welcome to the very beautiful Resort Park Hotel. Before anything else, ba't di mo naman yung alam mo? Ba't di mo muna tell them? I am so happy to see you here today. I'm so happy to see you today, Norman. And palakpakan naman yung mga singing niyo for joining us here this wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much at nakarating po kayo. So, they say, my dear friends, that the Philippines has a long history of beauty pageants in the world. And if we trace back its roots, guess what? It will bring us to Manila as its first legit pageant organizer. I'm pretty sure some of you know this already. Crowning of the most beautiful girl in Manila was an annual event dating back, guess what? From 1908. Pinanganak na po ba kayo? Originally called, guess what? It was originally called Manila Carnival Queen. So if you were a title holder,
Hi, Attorney JV.
Carnival Queen. The first ever Manila Carnival Queen was held in 1908. And the first winner was Cora Villanueva. She was a prolific writer and a dedicated women's rights activist whose efforts led to the first suffrage bill, which was passed in the Philippines National Assembly in 1907. And it is such a beautiful heritage. That is why Manila wants to revive it with this year's relaunch of Miss Manila, Women of Worth Pageant. Can we all say that together? Women of Worth Pageant. In three, okay? 1, 2, 3. Women of Worth Pageant. Alright, there we go. Thank you so much for that one. Let's do it one more time. Sabay-sabay tayo, okay? Women of Worth Pageant. Okay? 1, 2, 3, go!
Women of World Pageant.
Here we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Paano nyo naman senior for that one? So before anything else, the big question is, are you all excited to meet these ladies already?
Yeah!
Are you all excited to meet the Miss Manila?
Yeah!
Alright, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let us all watch this. Without further ado, friends from the media and people of the whole world, we are pleased to present our top 21 award candidates for Miss Manila 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, wow. Did you like your introduction? I love it, right? It's very witty. And you know what's waiting for them? I was surprised. It's like $1,000,000 or $1,000,000 pesos. Palakpakan nyo naman ang City of Manila for having that one, right? And guess what? I mean, this is a legit pageant because they're very brainy, right? They're like cum laude, summa cum laude, so talagang salang sa labo sila. But before anything else, palakpakan nyo naman yung mga beach. How's the food so far? Did you enjoy the food earlier? Nabusog ba? Ito Norman, nabusog ka Norman? Are you sure? You had 3 desserts? The dessert was really good. I actually love it. I had 2. But you should watch your sugar. So we're just giving the ladies some time to change into their swimwear. So in just a matter of time, we're gonna be seeing them in their dashing swimwear. But anyhow, how's our friends from the press? Kumusta buhay ba? You're always busy. Huh? Always. Ang dami niya ng pera. Ang dami niya racket. But you know what? These girls will be battling it out for the title, of course, for the Miss Manila 2023. That comes with, of course, 1,000,000 pesos in cash!
Wow!
Cash! Diba? Sa itong competition, ito pinamimigay 1,000,000, diba? 1,000,000 in cash and prizes and, of course, the beautiful crown with, guess what? 2,550 pieces of precious diamonds, sapphire, and 1 white pearl made by Arca Bespoke Jewelry. Paano naman natin Arca Bespoke Jewelry for creating that wonderful crown over there. And of course, my dear friends, Miss Manila is presented by the City of Manila, Department of Tourism, Culture, and the Arts Manila. And of course, we'd like to acknowledge Sir Charlie for joining us this afternoon. Magandang hapon po, Sir Charlie. And of course, Creative Den Entertainment. Siyempre, palakpakan niyo naman. The people behind this wonderful event, Miss Manila 2023. And being co-presented by the Philippine Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry. And guess what? By San Miguel Corporation. Yeah. Kung naghahanap ko yung beer sa Grand Finals na yun, di ba? Maaga pa para And of course, oh by the way, my dear friends from the press, later on, we're gonna be giving you some paper in order for you to vote your darling of the press. Alright, so now my dear friends, without further ado, let us now see our ladies on their swimwear. Our first candidate is Jean Maxine Asa from Intramuros. She is 22 years old and currently a tourism student. Role model in the journey of life, we often come across individuals who leave the apple mark in our hearts and minds. For me, that person is my mother, despite the challenges of being a single mother. She has not only raised us right, but also provided us with a better education. Her interest is serving the community, specifically children, and her passion is sports such as basketball and joining beauty pageants.
Oh.
Up next, we have Cheryl and Azucena from Obo, Tondo. She's 23 years old, currently a finance analyst. Personally, my role model is my mother. She bears courage, perseverance along. Theoretically and friend, she symbolizes courage and resilience at a young age. Her interests are fashion series such as Glow Up, Supermodel Me, highly interested with law, dreams to be a public attorney someday. Passionate with self-development and learning, reading, and non-stop self-education.
Up next, we have Bea Cecilio from Otis, Mandaca. She's a traveler and very much passionate about learning arts, design, history, and culture. She is a creative lead at Air Asia Philippines, a graduate Bachelor of Fine Arts in Advertising at St. Scholastica's College, Manila, and a consistent Dean's Lister. Up next, we have Shane Glamour from Zamora, Mandaca. She is 19 years old, currently a tourism student. Her role model is Michelle Obama, and her interests are dancing, singing, acting, modeling. And her passion is into photography and arts.
Stay left. Stay left.
Now we have on stage Anna Therese Cruz, hailing from Zampalo, Manila. She is 23 years old, currently a telecom research expert. Her role models are Catriona Gray, Aiglin Diaz, Lea Solanda, Maria Calao Katigbak, and her interests are writing research and innovation, public speaking. Her passion is promotion of culture and history of Manila and women empowerment. Please welcome back our first 5 lovely candidates on their swimsuit. Up next, we have Ana Cares de Mesa, hailing from Santa Mesa, Manila. She is 24 years old and a CPA graduate, at the same time a professional model. Her role model is her mother, and her interest is reading self-help books, traveling, modeling, spending time with her loved ones, and playing with her dogs. Her passion is education and serving the less privileged sector. Up next, we have Leia Lei Perosani from Don Bosco, Tondo. She is 19 years old and currently a student. Her role model is Kim Nam-jun. Her interests are into paintings, and her passion is into outdoor activities like hiking and swimming. And now we have Charlene and Ikban, hailing from Blooming Street, Manila. She is 21 years old and a nursing student. Her role models are her mom and dad, and her interests are painting, mountain climbing, and playing musical instruments. Her passion is conducting outreach projects.
Left.
And now we have Princess Kate Venus Lagata, hailing from Balud, Tondo. She is 19 years old and a marketing management student. Her role model is her Lola, Evelyn Ikban, na Dilustre Heart Evangelista, and Selena Gomez. Her interests are into sports casting, hosting, being creative, expressing herself, and relating with people and fashion. Her passions are arts, drawing, painting, acting, modeling, and dancing, and simply being with the elderly. And now we have Gabriel Lancer, hailing from Manati, Manila. She is 18 years old, a girl student and a model. Her role model is her mother, Lovella Lancer, and Cecil Allen. Her interests are into arts, dance, painting, and drawing, as well as women's health. Her passion is she's into dancing and traveling. Once again, here are your five lovely candidates on their swimsuit. And now we have Elaine Lewis, hailing from Punta Santa Ana, Manila. She is 23 years old and currently a student. Her role models are Paris Hilton, Shakira, and Rihanna. Her interest is into business, music, and languages. Up next, we have Angela Oakland, hailing from Baco, Manila. She's 22 years old and currently a student and a commercial model. She admires her parents the most. They genuinely inspire her to become a better version of herself every day. During her free time, she sews her own clothes, especially using scrap fabric from old pieces from her closet. She's passionate about learning and sharing her knowledge with others. Life is a learning journey even after school. Our experiences teach us along the way. Up next, we have Karen Nicole Picho, hailing from Pureza, Santa Mesa. She is 26 years old and she's a painter, content creator, model, at the same time host. Her parents, John and Jose Picho, are her role models. Performing to sing or play musical instruments, traveling, reading, and writing poetry are her interests. Creating art by painting acrylics on canvas are her passion.
Turn left.
As well as advocating against sexual exploitation of children in the country and
Left.
providing minor victims and survivors with art therapy. Our next candidate is Randy Rosa, hailing from Maceda, São Paulo. She is 22 years old, currently a student and an advertising executive. Her role model is J.K. Rowling. Her interest is into cooking, art, and traveling. Her passion is into music, public service, public speaking, writing, creativity, and cooking.
Turn left.
Up next, we have Charmaine Salazar, hailing from Padre Paula, Manila. She is 23 years old and an employee and a public servant. Her role model is Pia Wurzbach. Her interest is volunteer work and advocating for mental health and children's welfare. Her passion is into baking, reading books, and serving the community. Once again, here are your 5 lovely candidates on their swimsuit.
Last bite.
And now we have Jubiel and Saluda, hailing from Pandac, Manila. She is 18 years old and currently a student. Her role model is her mom. Her interest is into reading herself books, listening to music, acting, and modeling. Her passion is giving back to the children in her community. And now we have Francine Dahan Lange, hailing from Rojas Boulevard. Is currently 20 years old and a nursing student. Her role model are her mom and dad. Her interests are into painting, mountain climbing, playing musical instruments, and her passion is conducting outreach projects.
Proceed left.
And now hailing from Santa Cruz, Manila, we have Julie. She is 27 years old. She speaks Tagalog, Waray, Bisaya, and English. She is a graduate of BS Tourism Management at Northwest Samar State University, and at the same time is a business owner. She won an international title, Miss Multiverse World 2021. Up next, hailing from Tayuman, Manila, we have Rita Timon. She is 26 years old, currently involved, an entrepreneur, and a former OFW. Her role model are Steve Jobs, Gal Gadot, Steve Harvey, and Michelle Obama. Her interest is into crafting makeups, beauty products, OPM, and rap music. Her passion is into business, crafting, and media arts. Up next, hailing from Paseco Port area, Maria Teresa Villamor. She is 19 years old and currently a student. Her role models are People Worksback, Caprione Gray, and Lenny Robredo. Her interests are into pageantry, fashion, culture, and the arts.
Left.
Her passion is community service and youth leadership.
Turn left.
Once again, here are your ladies on their swimsuit. Alright. Wow, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The lovely ladies on their swimsuit. Grabe. Talagang comedian yung ballroom. Don't you all agree? What about the press people? Did you all agree? Did you like what you see? What you saw just earlier?
Yes, of course.
Alright, what about Mr. Jordan?
You're watching the live
curious
press
about Mr.
presentation
Jordan.
of Miss Manila 2023. This is
Alright.
Christian and this is
Oh, by the way, with your press
the Crown
people, we have the box.
So-
You can now vote for your darling of the press. Just by writing their names and
Ayan,
dropping
darling
on
of the press
drop
daw
box.
muna mga ka-crown.
Once again, we would like to thank our minor sponsors.
Your SM, ARCA, and partnerships with Jack, Billion Metro Manila, Metro Photo, Metropolitan Theater, and the result are Hotel. Miss Manila is presented, of course, by the City of Manila, Department of Tourism, Culture, and the Arts of Manila.
Ito, nakuha ko ito ng 20, medyo sobrang higit na siya, pero ano, yung glass niya walang
Philippine Chinese Chambers of Commerce and Industry, and of course by San
diba,
Miguel.
24, 105, 15,000 lang. Oo. Tapos isa 24, 17,
Once again, these
20,000
girls
sayang.
will be battling it out for the
Yan lang
title
kulang
of
po
Miss
eh.
Manila 2023. 2023.
24 to
And
7.
guess what? Once again, we would
Ganito
like to
event
remind you
kami
that
nagamit siya.
what's awaiting for them is
Kasi meron
1
naman 73
million
yata na.
pesos in
Yan ang puno.
cash.
Di ba, alin din ng 1585 yan.
And a lot
Ito,
of
1585.
prizes
Oh,
still
1,000
waiting.
yan.
And of course,
Gamitin siya. Oh,
the
ganda.
beautiful crown with 2,550 pieces of precious diamonds, sapphire, and one
Bata.
white
All in
pearl.
one siya eh.
And of course, it's being made by Arca Bespoke Jewelry.
Ganda yan. Super. Saka pang trabaho, maganda sa pagtrabaho. Oo. Shoot ng pagkain. Photoshop. Ganda.
Ba't tumatawag sila Melvin?
So we're
Gamit
just
ko
giving them some
eh.
time
Ha?
to change your outfit.
Tumatawag sila Edmond. Gamit ko eh.
So for
Bakit
the
ba?
meantime, our friends from the press
Bakit tumatawag
are
sila
already
Edmond?
holding for the darling of the press.
Sila Edmond tumatawag.
I wonder who it is.
Tawagan mo nga.
Who's your man? Oh yeah, someone over here. Good afternoon, sir. Maybe know your name.
You really want to know who's my man?
Leave your name. Your
Alam ko
man.
pupunta sa Makati siya eh.
You're back on the candidates.
Tumatawag eh.
I will give you one person I know
Isang cellphone lang tatawag ko.
because that would much mean rock all the time.
Sabi mo ginagamit ko yung phone sa ano, sa live.
Especially the ones where
So, the content movement, sir. What's your name, sir? You're representing?
I'm everyone's Tito. Yeah.
Tito boy? Really? Is that your?
Oh, Tito girl.
And big round of applause to our friend, Norman, of course, sir. And we have a first person here, sir. Would you mind introducing yourself? What's your name?
Sure, Kim from the Ladies Union.
Kim, of course, from Daily Kim, so what do you think about our lovely candidates earlier?
They are amazing their shows. So, loud and so.
Ground. We are live here at the Rizal Park Hotel for the press presentation of Miss Manila 2023, and we've just seen our candidates for this year's edition of Miss Manila. So the media people, they're just casting their votes for the press favorite.
Sir, good afternoon. Would you mind
So
introducing
tayo,
yourself
syempre,
to the
bumoto din
Manila
tayo
people?
mga ka-crown.
Kabuhay,
And
Armin Adina representing the Philippine Daily Inquirer.
How do you think? What do you think about the candidates?
For a revival batch, grabe, it's a strong revival. Parang it's worth the 5-year wait. Na hinintay natin makagather ng ganun kalaki.
So after 5 years, they are relaunching Miss Manila.
Congratulations. And upo ka ng laban, good luck sa inyo ladies.
Thank you so much for that one, sir. Talagang I'm pretty sure the judges on the Grand Coronation night will be having a hard time. Of course, we have someone here behind the camera. All right. Come on here. Okay. Come here. There you go. I love your hair.
See you again. Of course, I'm the National Pageantology 101. And of course, congratulations, Miss Manila Organization. At dalawa yung amigo ng organization, we have Tita Lagina and Mars Fry. And of course, Ollie, thank you so much, Ollie Sara, our international stylist. Oh my God. Bigatin ng mga creative ni Ollie. Ano ba yan? Of course, congratulations and good luck sa mga candidates. Ang ganda. Yun lang.
Thank you so much for that one. All right. Anyone else? One more before we go. What about you? Come on. Come on here. Institution number okay. I'm pretty sure you know it. Just for everyone.
Alright, guys, this is another top batch for Miss Manila, sir. And sobrang naalala kami ng introduction. Diba? Good luck to all the 20 candidates. I'm from OPMD Worldwide, Nolly.
Thank you so much for Dolly. All right. Palakpakan niyo naman po yung mga sarili po. Thank you so much for that one. So now, dear friends, it's time to have a look back at the girls again in their official Miss Manila shirts, of course, provided by Jack Jim. So let's all them out. Alright, here are our top 20 candidates for Miss Manila 2023. Wala ba kayo mga kamay dyan? Alright. I'm just curious, like maybe we can interview some of the candidates. Like, what about you, ma'am? How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling happy.
And you, dear?
I'm totally great.
Totally great, happy, great. And the beautiful lady in the back?
Immensely grateful.
Alright, immensely grateful. And you?
Ecstatic.
And lady over here?
Feeling great.
Feeling great?
Super grateful for this opportunity and of course very happy.
Alright.
Very amazing. It's been a while but it's great. I'm very happy because this is one of our major events in Miss Manila 2023. Happy to see you everyone. I hope you're all doing great.
Miss Nancy?
I'm very excited to hear what questions they have for us for today.
Alright, so there you have it. A big round of applause for these beautiful candidates. These girls will be battling it out for the title of Miss Manila 2023. That comes with, once again, 1 million pesos in cash. Palakpakan nyo naman, isang million yun, di ba? 1 million! Again, 1 million pesos in cash! And more prizes, not only that cash one, okay? And of course, the beautiful crown, with, as what I said earlier, 2,550 pieces of precious diamonds, sapphire, and white pearl made by Arca Bespoke Jewelry. So, pag nanalo sila sa kanila na yun, the crown, secret, secret, sabi ni Sir Charlie. Grabe ba? Parang mas mahal pa yung crown dun sa price. Alright, so, now we're gonna be opening the floor to our dear press people. This is your time to ask them questions, so feel free to approach. Kindly state your name and your affiliation. Okay.
How many questions can we ask?
98 questions, if you want.
Alright. I'm going to call two girls to give others a chance. We're calling Santa Mesa and Paco. Of course, two different questions instead of one girl preparing for her answer. I know these two girls. Anne, your question is, you've joined other national pageants before. What are you bringing to the table in terms of experience here in Miss Manila?
Hello, Tita Norma.
Hello.
It's so nice to see you and everyone from the press again. For your question, actually it has always been a dream of mine ever since I was college to join Miss Manila. However, I wasn't given the opportunity because, like what my parents always tell me, studies first muna. So that's what I goaled when I was in college, and to pass the CPA board exams. And now that I am a CPA and already graduated cum laude from the University of Santo Tomas, and backed up with so many experiences from my national pageants from Miss World Philippines and from the recently concluded last year Binibining Pilipinas, I believe that I have enough experience, I have enough maturity to show not just only the Manileños, but the whole Philippines what a true woman of worth is. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne. And Angela, pageant advocacies are overrated. Agree or disagree? Explain your answer.
I do not agree. Genuine pageant advocacies are never overrated because we stand on pageant platforms and on social media to fight injustice and whatever causes the beauty queen believes in. I think that it's a stereotype that beauty queens just come up with advocacies to make their social media presence stronger, but that's not necessarily true. I can't say the same for everyone else, but most of the queens I know and the sisters behind me, we stand before you guys with the most genuine advocacies we have.
Thank you so much and good luck, ladies. The next question will come from
Hi, I'm Edge from Pageantology 101. Gaganda niyo girls, of course. So, may I call Miss yung sumali sa Miss Multiverse. Julie. Hi, Julie. And of course, Miss Poresa. Ano sabi niya kanina? Susunod station, Poresa. Alright, girls, you're a pageant veteran. You've joined, of course, Miss Philippines Earth, Miss Poresa, and Miss Santa Cruz. You've joined international pageant, also in national pageant. So, what motivates you, or ang tawag dito, what motivates you or inspires you to keep going in pageantry? Miss Poresa.
You know, as I mentioned in my spiel earlier, as a true blue Manilanya who's graduated from Manila Science and De La Salle University, and having been a scholar in these 7 full years, I believe it is my duty to pay it forward and to give back to those who especially need it. And now that I've had all of these experiences these past few months, I worked in several NGOs, in private companies, collaborated with so many brands, I feel like it is such a huge responsibility for me to always go back to my core. And I hope this is okay, that I'll tell a brief story about a certain experience that I've experienced in the streets of Manila before. Well, I was about to graduate from De La Salle University, Manila, right across our school, so this was a couple of years ago, back in 2016. And it was just literally weeks away from graduating when I experienced street sexual assault in broad daylight. And so, but eventually I was able to put that man in jail. And ever since then, I've always questioned my worth
Hi, Pao,
as a woman.
kanya mo.
You know what I
Thanks for
mean?
watching.
Like, how could that such awful thing have happened to me? And how was I supposed to bounce back from it? And that was the reason why I decided to work for NGOs that would rescue and restore minor victims, sexually exploited children that are scarred for life. And that's why I mentioned, and if you're just gonna see me talk so passionately right now about it, this has been an advocacy that I've been doing for 10 years. This is very deep-seated in my heart. I am not your regular pageant patty who just brings out an advocacy there to promote myself. This runs definitely deeper than me. This is for our Filipino children, especially in the city of Manila. Thank you. Thank you for the question.
Of course, Miss Santa Cruz.
Well, I will not come on that because it was long, but it was very profound. But for me, what motivates me to join pageant again is that not a lot of people know that I'm an agriculture entrepreneur. I work directly with the farmers, with the fishermen, not only here in Manila but also in the provinces where I get the resources from. So I just want to share and I just want to really promote that Philippines, not only here in Manila, the Philippines has a lot of agricultural resources that we can use not only to help ourselves, but also help our community. And I want to give light to that us women, the women of Manila, is not just beauty, it's not just intelligence. We work every day. We don't do this for a season. We work every day to promote our advocacies, what are close to our hearts. And I would like to be one of those girls, of those women, to be able to share that and really give light to our advocacies. Thank you.
Grabe, pukpukan ng labanan ngayon. Oh, and next question. Of course, ang ating Miss Manila 1960, Miss Nolly Berrios. Hello, good afternoon. I'm Nolly for Openly Worldwide. I want to ask the representative from Sampaloc, Hannah Cruz, and from Ross Boulevard, ang paboritong lugar ni Mark. Okay, Ms. Sampaloc, in your opinion, how does the city of Manila set apart from the other major cities in the world?
Hi, good afternoon po. Well, Manila is so different because it serves as a window to the past. Despite the rapid innovations, it is a place where we see the most historical sites. like Intramuros, Manila Cathedral, to San Agustin Church. So it's really an admired city, and to top that, it's very resilient. During World War II, it was the second most devastated city in the whole world, but it was able to rise up, and you could really see that in any adversity, the city of Manila can stand back at its feet. Thank you.
Well said, thank you very much. And for me, you have one more, Woody Ward, I'm sorry. Okay, for you, aside for the title, for the crown, what do you look forward to gain in joining the Miss Manila 2023?
Well, of course, before joining, with or without pageant, I have always worn a sash, an eternal sash, a sash of service. Even when I was younger, I was exposed to outreaches, and Miss Manila is such an amazing platform for me to showcase my advocacy, especially in health. You know, I believe that health is a constitutional right of every Manileño, of every Filipino. And I wish to stand, not just to the witness of that, but I wish to stand as a vessel to achieve this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, lady. Okay, next is Mr. J. Barbo.
Hi, good afternoon, ladies. This is Jay Barbo from Pageant Trend. I'd like to call Miss Tayuan and Malate. Let's have first.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Miss Tayuan. Alright, my question for you is, how will you convince us that you are Miss Manila 2023?
First of all, I joined Miss Manila not for my own self-glory or own self-pride. I come here with a dream for my community, and that is to empower senior citizen and out-of-school youth through entrepreneurship. So I have started the business despite the pandemic with my own little savings from working abroad. And I didn't expect that I would be able to provide and offer jobs and opportunities to senior citizens and out-of-school youths. So I believe with these kinds of needs, I have reached out to our community, and I have found that true happiness can be found in helping others. So with these kinds of needs also, I have found my worth as a woman and my worth as Miss Manila 2023. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's have Miss Malate. Hi, Miss Malate.
Hello, good day.
Alright, good day. My question for you is, what are you looking forward for this Miss Manila pageant?
Something that I'm looking forward to is hearing and listening to everyone's advocacies. Not just that, but something that I'm looking forward to is the platform that this is going to give me, in the sense that I have been going on a public speaking journey. So for me to be up here and talking to all of one of you is such a big dream. Not just that, but it's a huge milestone. So I would like to use this platform to show that even if you're shy and introverted, such as me, that after working to develop yourself and your self-confidence, that you too can also talk in front of press like this or in front of a huge audience.
Alright,
Thank you
so much.
Miss Zamora and Pasico Port area. For Miss Zamora, so gusto ko matalo ka ng 1 million pesos here sa Miss Manila, ano ang gagawin mo sa premyo?
Well, thank you for the wonderful question. Well, of course, I would give it to, of course, with the homeless people. Homeless people has actually had a special place in my heart since I'm an adopted child. And my real parents is a homeless people. And so I would really love to give back to all of them and to, of course, to show my story and share my story to each and every one. Thank you.
Thank you. And Miss Pasico Port area. Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm fine. Pretty great.
I'm good for you.
Thank you.
The question is that what makes you proud as Manileña?
What makes me proud as a Manileña? Of course, the people makes me proud as a Manileña. We,
the Manileños are very resilient, strong, and very powerful. You know why? Because as you can see, the girls behind me are very powerful and very purposeful. And I think that is the thing that I should be proud as a Manileña, because we are the people of power, the people of worth, and the people of dreams. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon. So I want to address my question to, ano yun, sorry, Pandakan and Masera. Yes, they're gorgeous. Okay, so if there's something about your community that you can be proud of, what would that be and why? Let's start with the Masera.
So, good afternoon, everyone. So, as someone who came from poverty and grew up without financial support from her parents, I would say that I have a lot of experience in terms of the journey in life. And to me, that courage and determination of being able to send myself to school without having anyone else's help and support, it speaks about how courageous and determined Manileños like me are. And I believe that this is what I am most proud about our community, our courage and determination. Thank you.
Great.
Hi, so a little backstory. In our community, an experience of fire that broke out before, and so it managed to really bring out the unity in the people. So it's really great, and that's really something that I'm proud of, because if it's just a false alarm that's happening in our community, there's really just a unity. There's a kind of a beat, which is a beat, and we help each other. So I think that's really something that I'm really proud of, and I really bring it in here with the girls. Of course, we help one another. We make sure we look beautiful in front of you guys. That's all.
Thank you. So, yan, hindi ako maka-get over. Ang gaganda nyo yung mga sorry at saka yung mga... Ang gaganda nyo, good luck!
Please come forward, sir.
Mabuhay! Hi girls, nice to see you all. I have a question for Miss Otis Pandaka and Miss Botondo. Okay? So, I'm actually from Canada, okay? So I'm gonna ask you something as a foreigner. So if you had to describe Manila to someone that has never visited this city before, what would you tell them?
So, good afternoon, everyone. So, definitely, I will say Manila is exceptional and historical. We all know that Manila, it has Intramuros, the walled city. I definitely gonna bring you there, and also to my community, which is Ubotondo. So, fun fact, I'm from Ubotondo, where it is famous for its food part. So definitely they serve a lot of foods, Japanese, Korean, and Filipino. And I would like to bring you to Ugbo, specifically the Aling Consuelo Halo-Halo. It's very famous and very delicious.
Thank you so much.
Hi everyone. I can really relate because I have a boyfriend who has never visited Manila. He's been traveling to the Philippines for 4 years, but I'm so surprised that he's never been to the city of Manila. And then I have to tell him that Manila is so historical, that's one. And we have really wide variety of street food that he really has to try. And at the same time, I really want him to visit Pandakan, to be honest, because he has to witness Buling every fiesta January 3rd week, because in Pandakan, two different religions are united. Aglipayanos and Catholic people. It is very much unique because I feel like it's the very first time I also heard of two different religions being united. So we celebrate our fiesta all together, not in a different religious way, but really united. So I really want you as well, please experience not just Pandacan, but the entire Manila, and you will never regret experiencing Manila.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right, let's move on to people here. Sure.
Hello. Hi, I'm Robert from Manila. Miss Bloomington and Miss Tonda ba yun? Yes. Hi, Miss Balutong. Miss Bloomington, if you can create a special program for the people of Manila, rich and poor, what's it gonna be?
Good day, everyone. Hi. So, as many didn't know, I was raised by my grandparents, and my advocacy had evolved. So, from fighting or empowering youth, which is sex education, now my most genuine advocacy is also to empower elderly lives. So, most of the people today only focuses on the youth. We all know that, because we all know that the youth is the future or the success of our future, the success of the future of our nation. But we tend to forget the elderlies, the seniors, most especially in their hard work, that even when they're so old, they're still working. You can see them in the busy streets with the adults or with the youth. That's why I am here to uplift my advocacy, which is to empower the elders as well, through giving them genuine and proper care, love, and respect. It is not because that they're already aged, we tend to forget them or just disregard them of all the opportunities that they can offer to us. It is also important and essential that we gain to accept and how their ideas, their hard work has been put in the situation that we can see as the progress of our nation and economy. Thank you so much.
And another question from Ms. Bodo. In the future, will you allow Miss Manila to accept transgender contestants? Why or why?
Thank you for that wonderful question. Again, I'm Princess Lagata, and to that question, I think it's not, because it's all about the girls, but I will not destroy about their something. And I realized that nung nag-audition or last screening po kasi, we have a candidate na LGBT, if I'm correct. Then I can't, hindi ko po maisip na I consider his, or hindi kinoconsider po siya as a girl, because nandito po kami kasi we are the woman of worth. But some guy or some old man told me doon sa lugar namin, he questioned it, why, bakit may LGBT sa Miss Manila? Bakit may LGBT ganyan-ganyan? And I was just like, LGBT is a part of our world today. LGBT is most powerful. LGBT is mas malakas, mas maraming alam. At also, I'm really proud that I have a lot of friends at LGBT, and they are very proud of me dahil as a beginner of pageantry, I joined to this pageant at hindi ko rin naman po inaasahan na makakapasok ako dito kasi nga, beginner po ako. And I was just like, oh, go girl, the experience that we have kapag nagtungtong ka ng mga pageant na matataas, and luckily they accept me. And I was just like, nung parang first, po namin, where's he, where nasan si yung LGBT, and I'm locally sad because
wala siya kasi sabi ko pa naman sa kanya na kapag nakapasok ka rin, we're best friends together kasi I love the LGBT. So, to that question, I'm not to doon sa mga hindi tumatanggap ng mga LGBT sa mga pageant. But here in Miss Manila, in the future, if mananalo or if gagawa po ako ng organization, is tatanggapin ko po ang mga LGBT at mas papalakihin ko pa po ang mga pageant ng mga LGBT.
Thank you. Good luck.
Hi, I'm Romel Gonzalez from pep.ph. In relation to the question of Bobby, may I ask Mr. Charlie Duma, I think he's here from the Tourism Department of Manila. Oh, anyone from the organizers? Kasi the last press con was kung tatanggap ba ang Miss Manila ng may asawa, may anak, transgender, transsexual. So I would like to know kung anong nangyari, kung tumanggap ba o hindi, kung sino po ang pwedeng sumagot. Kasi that time, ang sabi po ay pag-uusapan pa. So hindi po kami updated kung tulad ng Miss Universe Philippines, ng Pilipinas, ay tumanggap na sila ng may asawa, may anak, pati Miss Universe Philippines. Anybody from, yeah?
I'm Kate Valenzuela from
Yes, Miss
Creative
Kate.
Day. Hello. Kasi hindi pa namin inalaw because yung Manila kasi maraming projects. So we wanted, may mga naka-line up for Mrs. Manila, for Miss Gay. So, apparently, naka-section kasi yung mga projects. So, siguro in the future, we will consider that. But it was parang na-plan prior to, diba, So, we have to follow yung mga planned na projects ng tourism at saka ng local government ng Manila. So, for the meantime, we stick to the Miss Manila, Mr. Manila, Miss Gay, to that effect. Parang ganun muna, ha? Nawala si Sir Charlie.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Kate. Nasagot mo naman po. Ayun, siguro yung sagot doon sa sinabi kanina ni isang kandidata kung ba't nawala yung nag-apply. Anyways, sino dito yung hindi pa nagsasalita na first time sumali ng pageant? Nagsalita na ba kayo lahat? Yung hindi pa nagsasalita na first timer sumali, please step forward, ladies. Sino yun? Ayan, please step forward, Miss Intramuros and Miss Santa Ana. So, ang gaganda nyo and parang nakakagulat na first time yung sumali ng pageant. And bakit? And bakit sa Miss Manila kayo sumali? Miss Santa Ana, ikaw muna.
Maraming salamat po sa inyong interesting na katanungan. Matagal ko na pong gustong sumali sa Miss Manila before pa pong pandemic. However, hindi po natuloy dahil hindi po inalaw ng ating mabuting mayor na si Isko Moreno. At gusto ko po simulan ang pageant journey ko sa isang city or lalawigan. And I was born here in Manila. I also am studying here in Manila, so why not join Miss Manila? And if I will learn a lot from this pageant, I will also try to get into the national. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Santa Ana. Miss Intramuros, ikaw, bakit ngayon ka lang nag-pageant and why Miss Manila?
Actually, it's not my first time to join in pageant. I joined in our province, Camarines Sur, Miss Capital. And why Miss Manila? Miss Manila because I think that I am the woman of word. When the pandemic hits, I question myself, what's next for me? Then Miss Manila opened. I think it is meant to be for me to join here in Miss Manila to raise the awareness of my advocacy, which is sport advocacy, because I think it is time now to prove what men can do, women can. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Chamuros. And I would like to ask Miss Don Bosco, Miss Padre Faura, hindi pa yata kayo natatanong. Ayan. First, same question. Kayong dalawa ba first timer nyo na mag-pageant?
Actually, this is my first national pageant, if it's considered as national. But I am from school pageants. I grew up there. I developed my skills and my communication skills. And I built a lot of friends that helped me to get through how to walk, how to be a beauty queen. And the first time I saw Miss Manila was 2018, and I really liked to join Miss Manila since I was born and raised in Manila, and I want to share what my community can offer. At that time, I was underage, but fortunately now, I am above 18 and Miss Manila made a great comeback. And I am very grateful for that.
Thank you, Miss Don Bosco. And you, Miss Padre Faura, this is your first pageant.
Hello, good afternoon. Actually, this is not my first pageant. This is my third pageant. And I joined Miss Manila because, same as Don Bosco, I was born and raised here in Manila, and also I am a public servant in our community. I have an overflowing love for the city of Manila, that even though that I'm going to different provinces or visiting other places, I keep on coming back here in the city. There's something here, not just because it's historical. There's a lot of tourist spots that you can go. We can promote gastronomy, pilgrimage tourism, and other things that we can promote here in the city. Manila is the heart of our country since it is a city, and because of that, there's a lot of things that you can do here, and I believe that if I will be able to win Miss Manila 2023, I can do more things, not just only limit myself in our community, but throughout the city. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you, ladies. Ngayon palang winners na kayo 20 candidates, and congratulations, and good luck on the 23rd. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. May please call on Miss Maceda and Miss Blumentritt. Hi, ladies. My question is, what is your maybe also please call on Miss Punta Santa Ana. So for my question, what is your advocacy joining in Miss Manila 2023? And if given the chance that you won the crown, how are you planning to raise more awareness about it? Any of you can go first.
Okay, hi everyone, once again. So actually, I really prepared I'm not really prepared myself, but I want to, in joining a pageant, I want to be really genuine. So with my advocacy and to stay true and to stay away with a stereotype that beauty queens are just using advocacy because it is needed, when it's not. Advocacy is to tell a story. That's why here I am, and as someone who was raised by their grandparents, and as I've mentioned earlier, I want to empower elderly lives. Because as we can see, we never really get to have attention to them, especially to the things that they're doing, their hard work, even when the things that they're still capable of. We tend to neglect them and still look for the younger ones. Always, especially in the workforce. So that's why if ever I'll be winning the Miss Manila title or any crown, not just in Miss Manila, it is to implement and give awareness that elderly people also should be accepted and also be should be trained in how are they going to promote their skills and how are they still capable of their opinions and all of the things, and also the things that they needed, especially for the home for the agents. because sometimes they also have lack of funds, but we should also like give attention to them and not just with the youth. So with that being said, that's it. Also taking students with me and also be adults to be in this together. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Luminat.
Good afternoon again, everyone. So, as you all may not know, my advocacy is proper child nutrition. That is because growing up, like I've mentioned, I came from a low-income family, and which is why our food are not mostly nutritious because, as we all know, buying nutritious meal is very expensive, especially nowadays. So that is the reason why I grew up how do you say it? Undernourished. I lack proper nutrition. So I grew up weak and at the same time, I'm not as strong as the other children around me. And that is why I realized that it is the cause that I am most passionate about, helping children who are malnourished. And that is why if given the chance to win Miss Manila, I will use this opportunity to collaborate with the LGU of Manila to implement programs and projects that will benefit these children. And at the same time, I am not only serving my purpose of being a woman of worth in Manila, but also those poor children who I myself was once to be. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. I'm so happy to be here. I thought a lot about my advocacy over the years. Growing up, I was a really shy child. I'm very introvert. And you know how I was able to overcome it? By engaging in this kind of activities, allowing myself to get out there and come out from my shell. So my advocacy is about social connectedness, helping people to choose their target group so that they will be able to improve themselves. And I will promote it to everyone when the woman I am today, not shy anymore, very confident and worth it of being crowned as Miss Manila. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Nicky from Manila. Can I call on Miss Malate, Miss Pandakan? I think we're pressed for time, so I'll ask you the same question. As a resident of Manila, what do you think that Manila, or not necessarily hate, but something that you think Manila needs to improve on? And if given a platform, what do you should do about it?
I think with what Ms. Maceda said, it's actually the same advocacy as mine. So I think we really need to improve more on helping the underprivileged sector of Manila. And of course, the children that are in the streets, because I think are loved and helped the most. So with the platform that I have right now, I think I would be able to do that. I think I would be able to connect with the LGE more and be able to have to look at that problem and have a solution for them. Thank you.
Hello, good day, and thank you for the question. Something that I think that Manila can improve on is also linked to one of my advocacies, which is through expressing oneself through different mediums, in which Manila is known to be a very cosmopolitan city in which people come from different backgrounds, whether they be from abroad or from different cities or from different provinces. And because of that, there's a vast diversity in this city. And something that Manila could work on as a group together is that they can embrace each other's diversity, whether that be something regarding their sexuality or their ethnicity or their nationality or anything regarding that. Something that Manila can work on is coming together to embrace their diversity within this city because it is a cosmopolitan city. Thank you so much.
And that is it for the Q&A question. Grabe, talagang tinanong nyo sila isa-isa. Grabe yun, talagang parang grand coronation. But anyhow, thank you so much, ladies. Why don't you give yourselves a big round of applause for answering those tough questions. So, my dear friends, everyone can also vote for the favorite candidate by visiting the official website. That is www.missmanila.ph. And of course, please do leave a like on the official photos of the candidates. So now it's time to award the Darling of the Press. Alright. And of course, may we call Mr. Charlie Duma to kindly join us in presenting the award. Of course, Mr. Charlie is from the City of Manila Department of Tourism, Culture, and Arts of Manila. Sino sa tingin niyo? Sino ba binoto niyo? Alright, so, dito, Sir Charlie, tabi kami. Sir Charlie, can you kindly do the honors? Our Darling of the Press is none other than...
Darling of the Press, Angela Ocol, Paco.
There's Angela Ocol from Paco, Manila. Wait, may pasol rin. Are we gonna announce on how much? Surprise lang daw yun. Thank you so much, Sir Charlie. Sir Charlie?
Forward. I'm to the left.
Once again, congratulations to the Darling of the Press.
Forward. Okay, stop. Hold on. One. Left. Right here. To the left. Left and to left. Get left. Get left. Get left.
Alright, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That wraps up Miss Manila's media press conference. To all our media friends, why don't you give yourself a big round of applause? And our good friends only from Canada. Maraming salamat.
There you have it, folks, The Crown. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to The Crown Philippines. You're watching our live coverage of the press presentation of Miss Manila 2023. And there you have on your screen the Darling of the Press, Angela Ocol.
Upstage, you may still approach
Thank you,
the
Uncle
candidates
Crown.
if you want a follow-up interview,
Bye.
especially for our friends in the TV network. So thank you, everyone. My name is Francis Bonavie saying, God bless and take care. Have a great evening, everyone. We'll see you all again soon. Ciao.